Hey, how's it going? How the hell are you doing? I myself, doing pretty good. Not too bad. Saturday, New Year's Day, 2022. I'm actually looking forward to another year. Hey, let's be honest. In this day and age, we gotta look forward to every day, right? Unfortunately, we've lost so many people just through, all the strife that we have in the world at any given moment. But in particular with COVID, you know. So, I think if anything, there's one thing we can all learn from what we've been going through for the past 2 years is, regardless of what you think about COVID and masks and the vaccine and all that stuff, I think just looking at the number of people that we've lost to it, we should all learn to not take things for granted so much. So I generally, all my life, have never really taken life for granted. I always try to live every day. I always try to find something about every day to enjoy, have something to smile about, something to laugh about. We all have bad days, and I know there's some people out there that's kind of a constant for them. They have more bad days than good, and a lot of times it's not anything they can actively control. And I feel for those people. I could not imagine. I can't begin to imagine what it's like. But to those out there that are like that, all I can say is try to find something, anything, even the smallest little thing, whether it be a hobby or somebody or whatever it is. Find something every day to kind of put your mind at ease and at least for a small period of time, get you to laugh a little bit and take you out of your headspace and just put you someplace where all that outside stuff isn't weighing on you. A great way to do that, one, would be subscribe to this channel, because I try to be somewhat entertaining and try to take you out of whatever you're in, at least for a few minutes while I'm doing these videos. I hope I succeed. I hope I get some of you to smile and laugh a little bit. I can ramble off topic at times. I do at times kind of lose track and not know what the hell I'm talking about for a minute. Just because a lot of times, some of the things I pull out of boxes and stuff like that, I don't know about. But yeah, I try to do that, and I hope you can do that through the videos. So if you're not a subscriber, subscribe, and I'll do my best to keep you entertained. If you do enjoy this video, I would appreciate a thumbs up. But of course, another way to do it is to find something externally, maybe even something you never really looked at before, whether it be a different kind of music, or whether it be books, or video games, or sport, or whatever. Find something, maybe something you've never thought about trying before. Give it a try. Look into it. That might be the one thing you need. And this goes for everybody, even people that don't battle with depression and stuff like that. You can find something to really lift you up. But especially those people that suffer through depression or anxiety, so forth and so on. I know a number of people in my life that have. And one thing that I've seen helps them is doing that. Finding something that they can really put themselves into, and it kind of pushes all that stuff away. And it's truly beneficial. Because it can almost end up being not only therapeutic, but actually physically good for you, because when you're enjoying things, when you're investing in things, it actually can help you physically. So do that. Look for something. And now that we're through the holidays, I know some of you, especially around the holidays, things tend to get rougher. We're through the holidays, so I hope everything starts getting better for you. I'm going to try to do my part right here. You see me looking at it when I started the video. We're going to go through some more comics. And first off, we've got cover A, image title number 3 of Alter Nation. I read just a couple of pages. I didn't start right at the beginning. I just kind of read through, a few of the dialogue, if you will. And you might have seen my eyes get kind of big there at the end. Is because of these 2 pages. I mean, just the artwork, the illustration on these characters is just mind-boggling. Just incredible illustration. All right, we're gonna pull out another little stack and let's go through this and see what we got. Maybe you'll see a title going through these that you yourself say, man, that looks interesting. I want to see if I can find that and see what it's about. Next, we have from Double Take as the publisher. This is Rise #1, Sister's Keeper. It's an interesting cover. Laying on top of a gravestone. Really good use of color on that. I like the gradation. You can almost see it looks like maybe like stars in the sky in the background. I'm guessing that's what that is, maybe. Yeah. I have no idea what it's about, but the cover's really cool. Next, we have #1. Again, Image. We might have already had a #1 of this earlier. But we have Voodoo. Voodoo, the voodoo that you do. Or if you're Godsmack fan, Voodoo. I myself like Godsmack. I like Sully. I think they're a talented band. I've seen them in concert a number of times. So, this is, of course, done by Alan Moore, Mike Lopez, Edwin Rossell. Guessing that's how you pronounce his last name. But yeah, of course, I mean, I know Alan Moore. But yeah, Voodoo. Maybe I didn't have a #1. I'm pretty sure I already had an issue of Voodoo that I pulled out. Next, sticking with Image, we have a #1 of Blood Wolf, the Summer Special. So, there we go. Pretty cool cover. Next, we have #1 Image of Ballistic, featuring Wetworks. So these are a number of characters, like especially like Youngblood and Wetworks. They've done a lot of like crossovers and their different titles. It's like this is a Michael Turner, the pencils. Brian Hamberlin wrote the script or wrote the comic. Next, speaking of Youngblood, here we have one of the characters from there. So again, Image title. This is #4 of Grifter. Grifter always kind of reminded me of like the Gambit. I mean, just as like his kind of look. His look always kind of reminded me of like Gambit in the X-Men. Yeah, I used to actually have action figures from that. I had like Spartan, Grifter, Bad Rock. I can't remember the other ones. I think there was like 2 more in the set. Alright, next we have #5, again of the same. Actually, in this picture, he kind of looks like a cross between like Gambit and Deadpool, doesn't he? I mean, his hairstyle and stuff kind of looks like Gambit, but then obviously his mask kind of has that Deadpool look. But I'm sure, I mean, he's his own character, though. I'm just making a generalized comparison. But yeah. Rifter. And then we have, well, here we have number 3 of Grifter. I always like when I get like a number of issues like back to back. It gives you a better, you know, because then you can read through them and you get a better idea of like the overall story of where they're headed with it. Next, we have number 26 Image. This is Backlash. I think I've heard of that character, but I don't think I've ever had an issue of their comic until now. So. And last comic for this little section of this video. This is from Dark Horse Comics. Number 1, 48-page special of the Venus Wars 2 by Yoshikazu Yasuhiko. Well, that's a hell of a name to say, isn't it? Japanese, I mean, the Japanese have just, their names are so, like, amazing. Yeah, it's weird. It's kind of, I mean, it's not weird. Well, I mean, it is kind of. How, when it comes to names, you can look around the world and you can see where, like, the names of people actually kind of reflect the culture and the area from where they're at. You know, like Ireland, you know, you get a lot of you know, names that, I mean, if you see a name, you can almost tell, especially the ones that really stands out. You know, I would say, like, especially like through the Asian countries like Japan, China, and so forth. You see those names, you can tell. But like Ireland, you can tell. What are some other places? Obviously, like you know, Mexico and South America or Spain. Yeah, I mean, it's not really weird. I mean, it stands to reason it would be that way, but it's just, I just find it kind of fascinating. And I always like Japanese names. They're always, you know, for us, at least for myself, speaking for myself, I always find them hard to say and know whether I'm actually saying them correctly. But whereas, you know, for people in that part of the world, like, they have no problem at all. But I don't know, I'm rambling. Happens once in a while. You'll get used to it. It's kind of like an anime kind of look to it. Maybe like a more realistic anime look, but they still have that kind of generalized kind of anime look. So, yeah, never heard of that one. Be interested to check it out, though. So there we go. There's another little batch of comics this was from a Cards 1 box that I got many, many years ago in one of their big 10-lot bundles. Never really got around to actually going through it comic by comic to see what was in there. So far I've been pleasantly surprised with these boxes as I've started going through them. A lot of Image titles, a lot of independent titles so far. I'm still hoping that maybe one of the bigger boxes that I have back there is going to be more mainstream, like Marvel, DC. I'd love to get some key issues, maybe some first appearances and stuff. You know, especially with, you know, because I probably bought this. Honestly, I probably bought this back before, like, the MCU even started. So, I mean, we're talking probably, in all honesty, it was probably more than 10 years ago that I bought all this stuff. So, if there's some, like, in particular Marvel titles in there from the characters that we've been introduced to in the movies, you know, some of those some of those comics will be not only interesting to get it and read and see where that character was in the comics, but could definitely have a bit more value to them, especially if they're key issues. So, be interesting to see. So, let's keep our fingers crossed. Hope one of those boxes is just that. But we'll find out eventually. Until then, everybody, look out for yourself and those around you. And while you're doing that, make sure you stay safe and stay healthy. We all want you around for many, many years to come. So, again, if you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. Greatly appreciate it. And I should be having some of my mainstream boxes and videos coming up here soon. I should be getting my BAM box here soon. And I did order 5 more mystery boxes from Big Apple Collectibles. 5 chances. Maybe I'll hit one of the big grails. We'll find out. Hopefully they're going to be here maybe sometime later this week. Right now, the FedEx thing was saying that the I forget how they said anticipated, but the expected delivery is going to be tomorrow. So now I think UPS and FedEx do actually, even though a lot of places are closed today because it's New Year's Day, I think those two services, unlike the regular postal service, I think UPS and FedEx still run. Things are still moving through their systems today. So, I mean, it's still possible. It's only coming from New York, so possibility, but I don't know. I'm kind of thinking it'll probably be more like Monday or Tuesday. But, hey, if it comes tomorrow, that'd be great. We'll dive into that. Of course, when you're actually watching this video, it's probably already that time, so they might be here right now. I don't know. But you know what I'm saying. It's weird how time works with YouTube, isn't it? Alright, that's it. I'm done. Everybody, have a wonderful day. See ya.